Feature racing out of New South Wales is Newcastle, which is a pretty expensive Uber ride of 2 hours from Randwick Racecourse. Brad Gray joins us on the phone to discuss the $1 Million Hunter. Good morning, Brad.
Yeah, good morning, Jake. You're right. It is a bit of an expensive Uber. Lucky I've got my own wheels. I'm actually in transit at the moment. Looking forward to a big day. It's going to be in this is the first year of the Hunter. It's worth $1 million, but yeah, the traction that it's got already suggests that this race could really catch on. The locals have embraced it. So yeah, really keen to see what the track puts on and look forward to getting there. It's a really good field as well.
Must be a bit of fun carpool situation rather than Uber. Anyway, tell us about the race and your thoughts on it.
Yeah, so it's a deep race. As I say, Chris Lee's the local trainer is well represented. As you'd imagine, you've got Graff as the favourite. It's hard to begrudge him being favourite. I don't think he's short enough, but he's certainly the class runner in the field in terms of what he's done this campaign. He's run placings behind your Red Zells, your Pieratas, your Brutals. He's been freshened since. The crossover noseband goes on, which is an interesting gear change. Chris Lee has said during the week that it just helps him breathe a little bit better. So he's certainly in the race, but I'm actually with the stablemate here. I think she's the forgotten runner a little bit, an invincible gem for Rachel King. Drawn a touch wide, but you go back to her first up run this preparation. We're going to have a look at the replay in the Missile Stakes. Almost runs down Alize, who this day was about $1.40. She's an unassuming kind of mare, but on her day she's quality. After this, she ran third in the Wink Stakes, and some very good horses finished behind her that particular day. Your Revillises, your Very Elegance, and Kingsful Dream, just to name a few of them. A little bit disappointing in the tramway last start, however, but she was burnt off by Dreamforce and didn't finish too far from your likes of Colding and Tiako Shark in second in that particular race. So it's a deep race, but backed off her since. She's trialled nicely since that particular run, and I think she'll carve across from the draw and hopefully spot in somewhere. I think she's hard to beat at the double figure odds there, Jason, that race.
Yeah, she's $16 with tab.co.nz. That's an excellent price. Would you suggest an each way sort of play on her 1x2, 1x3?
Yeah, that's probably not a bad way to do it, actually, because I certainly see her somewhere in the money. Whether she finds one or two better, it's certainly possible. But yeah, I think she's certainly a really big top four hope. So even if you're playing your exotic, throw her into the mix.
New Zealand Bloodstock sponsor the NJC Spring Stakes, which is the race before the Hunter, Group 3. $2.10 is the price for Rule the World. Cavalmo's at $5. How do you assess this?
Yeah, it's skinny, Rule the World. They did put up $3, which was probably more about his right price by end with the favourite. I think he's a really nice horse. He's that typical tough Guree horse. He's going to roll along out in front with Gay, Woodhouse and Adrian Bott. We saw him last preparation. He put back-to-back wins together. In both those races, he got complete control and sprinted away. So he didn't really know exactly how good he was. However, first up, it was a very different scenario. He absorbed plenty of early pressure, still found that acceleration at about the 600 metres, which I love these profile horses that can absorb that pressure, still kick at the bend, and be really strong at the finish. The mile should not be a worry. He'll make his own luck on speed again. I think he's a really nice horse. As far as one has a little bit of value, the 11 Game of Thorns for Brenton Abdullah and Chris Lee. This is a really nice filly. Hit the front a little bit too soon over at Newcastle, 1,400 metres last start, albeit in a Class 1. But you go back to her third up run last campaign, she ran fourth in a listed race behind Cordia up in Queensland. It was a really nice run from that particular mare. I think she's got plenty of ability. Maybe a run too soon. I think eventually she's going to really thrive at the 2,000 metres. But if you want to play your trifectas, certainly throw her in the mix. But Rule the World on top of me, and he's really hard to beat.
It looks a nice bet on the program. How about your other best bets on that Newcastle card?
Yeah, we're going to have to wait all day for my best of the day, Leviathan, in the last. This race has been massacred by scratchings a little bit, so we're going to have to take skinny odds. But I think he's clearly a better horse than Benchmark 72 grade. A couple of trials back have been excellent. He's certainly lost nothing as far as his ability goes. I think the horse is going to progress and progress. So at this time of the year, he should have no trouble rolling through his grades. You look at him, his form last time in. He won on the Kenzo on debut. He beat Snaz and Charm, who came out and run third in a listed race, and Lucicello, and we know she's a very classy filly. Then last time we saw him, it took an outstanding effort from Funstar to run him down. So I just think he's too good for this particular class of animal. And one in the opener, Falcon Island, we can throw into the mix as well for Gay Woodhouse and Adrian Bott. I think this horse will get a lovely stalking run off the stablemate with Peter Shapiro, rock hard fit on the backup. He'll be really hard to chase down, so he goes into the mix as well as Rule the World.